sessions always set up the day nicely. And as you said, Brian, the Sri Lankans are not out of the game by any stretch of the imagination. They bat half decently, make a 200 plus sort of total. Well, it just keeps them in the frame. I don't think Australia would be fancying chasing anything over 150 will be a challenge. So that's something for the Sri Lankans to play for. That yes, let's whittle away at this deficit, and then see if we can get into the positive figures. And later on today, who knows? It's going to be a very interesting game if they can do that. But there's a lot of hard work to be done between now and then.
It certainly is, and the hard work starts against this man, Mitchell Starc, getting that breakthrough just before the rain came. Sickener, really, for Sri Lanka. D.3 actually came out to the middle, walked all the way down the steps, and was about to take guard, and then it started to rain. So that really was a blow as far as the home side were concerned. The other end, Kaushal Silva. So we've still got the left and right hand combination. It's an interesting move last night, actually, to push the middle order player Kushal Perera up to open, wasn't it, Alan? What was the thinking there, do you think?
Well, he's a very aggressive player and a good player, has opened the batting, particularly in one-day cricket, and he's one of those guys that just plays his shots in the South Jayasuriya frame, and probably looking at saying, okay, well, look, let's take the attack to the Australian new ball bowling, and we might get 50, 60 really quick runs, reduce that deficit quickly, and then all of a sudden, we're putting a lot of pressure back on the Aussies. It wasn't to be.
4 balls left in this over, and straight away Starc goes past the outside edge. That's nice, and he's happy with that. Good start.
Keep coming in, buddy. Keep coming.
Oh, that's got to be worth a shout. Yes, it's more than worth a shout. Up goes S. Ravi's finger. Second time in the match, LBW to Mitchell Starc, or is he? Because he's decided to go upstairs, but a little bit of swing. Again, perhaps looking to play too square on the onside, toppling over, and that looked pretty adjacent to me.
It's identical to the first innings. There's no problem with the front foot for Mitchell Starc, so it'll be all whether there is any bat involved. Ball pitching on the middle stump, and height may be an issue, but I get the feeling that's going to go on and hit at least the bails, if not the upper part of the stumps. I don't think there's any bat involved. So is it going on to hit those stumps?
His foot's gone absolutely nowhere. Look at that front foot. It's actually on the crease.
Bloke's still drawing in 3 minutes.
Exactly as you were saying, though, Alan. Really encouraging signs from a Mitchell Starc perspective. That ball just swinging, and a little bit of extra pace as well. And well, Karunaratne, a very nervous man now. Ravi had a think about it, and here we go with Hawkeye, the ball tracking.
Not out. Out or not out?
Out.
Out.
Yes. Yeah. So success for Mitchell Starc, misery for D.3 Karunaratne, and the dream start for Australia.
Yes, the second wicket goes down. Almost identical to the first innings dismissal. It was a good delivery. Started to tail away from the left-hander and straightened off the seam, and a delighted Mitchell Starc gets the first wicket of the morning. Ratney is on his way. He hasn't troubled the score. 2 for 6 is the score.
Didn't time that. Kushal Mendis, he'll pick up a couple.
Just slightly overpitched, but was wide of the off stump, so Josh Hazlewood won't mind too much as a bowler. But yeah, you've got to take your opportunities as a batsman, just to back your skills. But dragged a bit wide of the off something ideal.
straying in line, Hazelwood, for perhaps the first time today. And Mendes profits. Nice little leg glance.
That's a very good shot, and that's what's going to happen. If you're nice and patient, you'll get those opportunities come along. And you don't have to play big shots to build up a score. Just a slight error there from Hazelwood, and just very nicely flicked onto the onside, went nice and fine and used the pace of the bowling. Gets himself a boundary.
It should be a boundary. Well bowled by Mitchell Starc, and no luck for him on that occasion. Thickish outside edge from Kaushal Silva. He profits by 4. He moves up to 9. Edged and 4. Beautifully bowled. Now the third slip had just come out. Don't think it would have carried, but it certainly would have been stopped by that third slip had he still been in position.
Yes, I don't think it went in the air. It seemed to go straight to ground. Yeah, it would not have been a catch to the third slip.
That sliding down, that didn't turn.
It's a long appeal. Yeah, I agree. I think it was missing leg stump. It's a very good umpire, Ravi, and Mitchell Kedborough as well.
Away from the fielder in the deep. Opportunity was there, and that's what Kusal Mendes is very good at. Doesn't hold back.
Yeah, not a good delivery from Mitchell Starc. You look back at the bowling marks there, which is always a sign that you've got to look for something if you get it for 4. But just too short and too wide. And it doesn't matter if you have a deep point, it doesn't really matter where that goes. Just didn't get the execution of that short one right. See him look back there at the foot marks. Whether he slipped or not, who knows.
He's also made a slight adjustment, Kusal Mendes. He started on off stump in the first innings. 4 more. And he's gone back to where he usually bats. You can see his shots are more in sync with where he's starting at. Off stump, he flicks and misses. Dead duck.
Yeah, you don't often see 2 bad deliveries from Mitchell Starc in a row. He's gone the short wide one, the first one, and that one there, he's gone for the fuller delivery. It's just gone down the leg side. He went back to his foot marks once again. That's close. That's really close and given. Big wicket for Australia. It just went on with the arm, and Stephen O'Keefe makes the breakthrough this morning.
Brilliant bowling. Quicker, fired in at Kaushal Silva.